Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. We'll be learning how to do this beautiful gown. So the gown the style is big, so we'll be using this paper to make our pattern. We're going to explain it better right here. So when you get your paper, and I'm using 3 years of material for this tutorial. So when you get your 3 years of material or 4 years of material, depending on the size, you fold it in a bias form like so. You fold it in a bias form. When you fold it like that, you take your measurement. Just watch how it goes. You fold it like a triangle. That's how you're supposed to fold it. Okay? So from that particular place, we are going to take our borderline where we're going to start all our measurements. We're going to start our length measurement from there, shoulder measurement from there. Okay, so we're going to take our full measurement right now and our okay, so mind you, this paper, when you fold it in the bias form, it will not go straight. So don't be bothered. That particular place that is longer, use it as your full length, because the shorter part will be the front. By the time we curve it, our front slit, by the time we curve it, it's going to curve, and we're going to remove the place that is not the line that is not equal. Okay, so from this point, we're going to take our shoulder measurement and our shoulder width. So I'm using a shoulder width of 3 inches. So for the back, we're using a shoulder width of 1.5 inches for the back. Then for the front, we'll be using a shoulder depth of 9 inches. Okay, yeah. So from this particular place, we are going to put our shoulder measurement, which is 16. Then the remaining will be for our sleeve. Okay, and guys, please, for the front part, make sure that you remove half an inch for your stitching allowance. I'm going to remove half an inch for your stitching allowance. Just watch very well. Watch it very carefully. You understand what I'm trying to say. I might not explain better, but with the video, you understand what I'm trying to say here. So when you come to this edge, you're going to curve it down by 2 inches. Guys, I'm going to curve it down by 2 inches, and we're going to cut it. Okay, now remember that we have not measured our neck depth for our front, so we're going to take our neck depth and also remove ½ inch allowance for our stitches for the front part of this gown, and we will connect all the dotted line and like so. So from this particular place, don't forget that this is where we are going to stitch on for the front size. So now this is it, and we're going to cut our neck width, both of them together. We're going to cut our neck width. So for this particular place, we open our gown that we folded into 4. We are going to open just the half of it and take our neck front depth, which is 9 inches, guys. You can use 8 depending on what you want. If you want the neck depth to be more open, you can use 9. If you want it to be, maybe you don't want it to be too open, you can use 7.5, or you can use 8 inches. So we are going to mark out our neck depth, which is 9, then mark in ½ inch of our allowance, stitching allowance for the neck, and cut it like so. Yeah, that is it. So we're going to cut it, and this is it. Remember, this ½ inch, we are going to use this for our stitching allowance for the front side of this gown. So right now we are going to take in our curve, the curve slit. We're going to take in our curve slit. So that you take your curve slit, maybe measure from your shoulder to where you want your slit to stop, or you measure from the down part of the gown towards up where you want your slit to stop. That's just it. So what I did, from the center fold of this front, I went in by 9 inches. So from that 9 inches, I went up by 16 or 18 inches in the main fabric. So because of this thing is small, I just went up by 8 inches. So then I curved it like so from the folded point of the back. Remember, this place I'm cutting now is from the back, and this place is for the front. So you cut it like so and open it, then bring it back like this, and check if you got the, guys, if you did yours and you get it like this, know that you did it very well. So right now we're going to take our sleeve measurement. So we're going to remove from our sleeve, you measure your sleeve, whatever you have there. If it's 13, 16, add 1 inch allowance, 1 inch for ease. If your sleeve is 13, you use 14. If your sleeve is 15, you use 16, just like that. So from the shoulder, we are going to stitch from the shoulder like so, and stop where you want your sleeve to be, okay, and this is it. So that is just it. And that's 1.5, that ½ inches I mean to say in front, that is what we are going to use to sew it. So when you watch the material, you will understand very well what I'm trying to talk about. So guys, just watch and see how it goes. I'm trying to arrange my gown very well, the fabric, because the fabric is quite stretchy. Guys, I'm using 3 yards of fabric for this style, and the material I'm using is Duchess material. Okay, I'm trying to set it very well. If you look very well, you see that my ½ inch is already showing in front of this gown. Make sure you bring out ½ inch for the front seam allowance. So whatever that we did in that front, in that paper, that is the same thing we are going to do in this fabric. But because the fabric was too big, I cannot fold it on that table without showing everything. So I decided to do it on the paper. So everything we did on that paper is the same thing we are going to do on this fabric. This is the neckline, the neck depth, which is 9 inches. 9 inches neck depth, and this is the back, 1.5 inches neck depth. So you cut the two of them like so, then you now cut out the 9 inches neck depth for the front, and curve it in from that ½ inch that you have. So when you are sewing, you sew from that half inches. So like I said earlier, whatever that we did on the paper is the same thing we are going to do on this one. So from this place, I went up by 18 inches. Okay, then from that place, I went in by 9 inches. Just watch. I went in by 9 inches. Then I'll connect the line like so. Then also connect it to the folded part of the back. Are you seeing it? To the center fold of the back. You're going to curve it like that and cut it out. So I'm trying to say that I am using 3 yards of fabric for this style. If you're on a bigger size, you can use 4 yards. But my clients that are making this fabric for is not, I think it's not that big, so 3 yards is more than enough because this fabric is by 60. So this is the shoulder part. So this is the shoulder line. I'm trying to arrange it so that I'm going to take my sleeve measurement and know where my sleeve will stop and where my shoulder will stop also. If you look very well in front of there, that was our neckline, our V neckline. So I'm trying to pin it like so before taking it to the machine, and I'm going to get the two shoulder just like so, get it the shoulder matching together so that I will take my sleeve measurement. Arrange it very well, make sure that all the lines are equal, okay, before you start taking your measurement. So from this end, I'm going to put my neck at the center fold of my shoulder, mark out 16 inches, mark out 8 inches, which my shoulder is 16. Then from that point in time, I went down by 2 inches. That's the place that my sleeve will be. I went down by 2 inches and I cut the line like so. Remember that you have to put half inches or 1 inch allowance for your stitching. So from this end, this is 8 inches, which is 16. My shoulder, the shoulder I'm using is 16, which is 8 divided by 2. So you divide it by 2 and you get 8. Then you put it like so. Then at this particular place that I'm notching is where my sleeve will start from. My client's sleeve is 15, so I'm marking 16 inches thereabout. So from that particular place, you're going to notch both the back and the front so that you will not do some certain mistakes when trying to fold it in. So at this point, I've gone ahead to cut out the facing of the front because we are not going to stitch on it. We are going to use hemming gun to hem it so that it will look nice and beautiful. So at this particular point, this is our facing for the front neckline, and this is our facing for the back neckline. Okay, so you're going to take it to the machine and sew it together and bring it back for you to see how it goes, guys. So this is me trying to join the front neckline. Get the facing front side facing front side and join it by half an inch. Then when you get to that particular place that you gave half inch and you curve out by half inch, just watch and you will see how it goes. So I've gone ahead to join one side of the front facing, I'll also do the other one and also the back facing. And when you are done, please notch it so that it will relax very well by the time you turn it, or see what I'm talking about. So you get take it to your iron and iron it. Open the seam, open the two seam and iron it like so. After ironing it, you're going to put a hemming gum at there at the neck. Put a hemming gum at the neck, sprinkling it some little water so that it will gum so fast, and that is it. Guys, please, if you find this video helpful, please do well to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. This is a growing channel, please guys. And at this point, I am trying to fold in my the excess of this facing. I folded it in twice because I didn't weave. If you look very well, you will see it. I folded it in twice and added double hemming gum on it so that it will be strong. I'm not going to stitch on it. And that is it, guys. So I'm going to bring in the front neckline together like so. Bring it together like so, front side facing front side, and you are going to stitch on the front part of it. And guys, please, when you are stitching, remember that you have a facing in the front neckline and also at the back neckline. So we are going to hold it like so. When you get this shoulder, get the front shoulder neckline and the back shoulder neckline, and use the back facing to cover in the front neckline like so, and it's going to be so neat. So now this is me joining the front neckline. This is me trying to join the front neckline. When you get the two front neckline like so, remember we put half an inch to this particular place, so we are going to stitch on it, stitch on the material separate, then stitch on the facing separate. I mean, I don't understand, I don't know how I'm going to explain it, but you're going to stitch on it. Let the seam from where you sewed your neckline, let the seam be together, like front side fitting front side and back side facing back side. I don't know if you understand, but just watch very well, you will understand what I'm saying. Guys, this method that I'm using to sew, after sewing this method, I realized that it was bulky, so I decided to loosen it and use another method, which is I used like this. Now I noticed that it was too bulky, so I decided to loosen it. After loosening it, I stitched if you look very well, you will notice that I stitched the lining, I stitched the facing separate. Look at it here, I stitched it separate. When you bring the facing for the two front, you join it front side facing front side, and look at the seam, let it be equal. Make sure that the other part of the seam and the left part of the seam and the front and the right part of the seam is equal, like is aligned together. Then you stitch it just like this. You stitch it till you get to the point that you have your front slit, that's the curve there. Guys, see how neat is looking, both back and front, very neat. So we're going to remove some excess so that it will not look so bulky over there. So, and notch it as well, and take it to your iron and iron it very well. Then after ironing it, look at it, guys. After ironing it, the middle of this front gown, make you put a hemming gum. I added like 3 hemming gum because I was not going to stitch on it. I added like 3 hemming gum on it and iron it very, very well. After ironing it, I also ironed the side part of it. I folded it in and ironed the side part of it. That side part of it, I ironed it as well. So turn it backside facing backside. I mean backside facing backside, and turn over your back facing towards your front. I don't know if you understand. Just watch very well. Turn it like this, just like we normally use to cover our shoulder, and sew it like so. Then after doing so, this is our sleeve. This is our sleeve, guys. This is our sleeve. This is our opening. I'm going to show you how I did this sleeve. Okay, just watch very well. Watch very closely, you understand. You fold in your sleeve by 2. Like you fold in 1 inch, then half inch. From that 1 inch, you fold in half inch of it. You get, and you iron it very well so that when you take it to your machine, it will not, the lines will be there and it will not look scattered. You will see exactly where you are going to stitch on. So just look very well closely. You will see how I stitched on it and you understand. And guys, please, when you are stitching on this sleeve, please make sure, do well to sleeve beyond, to stitch beyond the place that you stopped for your sleeve. I'm going to show you what I'm trying to talk about. Like so, this is how I folded in my sleeve. I folded in 1 inch, then half inch, then I stitched like so. Stitch it very well closely. Make sure your stitches are tight. Do not use a loose stitch on this particular place so that it will look so nice and beautiful. So at this particular point, just watch closely. You understand what I mean. You have to pass that sleeve, that particular place that you stopped. You pass it. Do not stitch just right there. Just pass it like 1 inch away from where your sleeve stopped, so that by the time you wear it, the sleeve, the remainings of this material will not be showing. And that is it, guys. So I'm going to show you. This is our shoulder. That's how beautiful it is. It is the back. This is the back of our shoulder. You fold it back in. This is the front of it. This is the front of it, looking so nice and beautiful. And that is it, guys. This is our gown. It's looking so beautiful. So we are going to hem the down part of it. We are going to hem it the same way we did on the front, the sleeve, the same way we did on the sleeve. That is the same way we are going to seam our down part of this gown. The hemming part, that is the same way we're going to fold it in. We fold it in twice, then we iron it, then take it to our machine and stitch on it, just like this. And that is it, guys. Please, guys, please, if you find this helpful, once again, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and God bless you. And guys, this is our beautiful gown. Isn't this beautiful? Just look at it. Isn't this beautiful? Please, guys, if you find this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for my channel. Help us to grow so that we'll be bringing out more videos. Please subscribe to our channels and learn from us, guys. This is absolutely, and the front, I added some design. I stitched some things on it to just to design the front. If you look at the one that we recreated, you see that there's some design in front of it. So I bought some like a 1.5 1 yard and added it. Thank you.